feel like overall you're a very confident person, but sometimes you're put in a situation and your confidence just goes right down the drain and you feel such a lack of confidence. Well, that was me this week. I'm a fairly confident person, having overcome 4 decades of being a chronically shy, insecure person. But this week, I was visiting my oldest son, who is very well educated. And I felt like all my confidence just went down the drain this week because he was talking about all the different artists, and he knows that I'm an artist. So he just assumed that I know who all these artists are and what type of art they paint. And we went to an art museum, which was wonderful. But my issue is, even though I consider myself an artist and I teach paint and sip classes, my experience was being a self-taught artist from watching hours and hours and hours of YouTube tutorials. And I'm very confident in my art these days. But my issue is I have a comprehension issue that has plagued me my entire life. I can read something and I don't remember what I read, except for just the smallest little gist of it. So I have a tendency to not want to read books because I'll have to read the same chapter over and over. And I do the same thing with movies. I can watch movies and it was a wonderful movie, and somebody asks later down the road, "Oh, did you watch such and such movie?" "Yeah, but tell me what it was about again." And so they have to jog my memory on what it was. That in itself has held me back with a lot of education. I didn't go to college. My parents back in my day couldn't afford college, and I was class of 1968, and in that time frame, college was a luxury, something that people suggested that you do, but it wasn't a necessity like it is nowadays. And so I didn't have that college education, so everything since then has been self-taught. And I am proud of what I have learned in my 75 years. After I retired, I learned to play guitar a little bit, and then I taught myself how to play ukulele. It was easier than the guitar. I taught myself to become an artist. I taught myself to become an author. And I don't say that to be bragging on what I have done, but just to show that I have learned to be a person who challenges herself. And my biggest challenge was to overcome my insecure personality. And I feel very confident in the fact that I did that. I watched hundreds and hundreds of writing coach videos so that I could publish my memoir of my transformation from my chronically shy, insecure personality to somebody who now sings in public, teaches paint and sip classes, and now is starting a YouTube channel. So my education, since I got out of high school all those years ago, has all been self-taught. And I constantly am challenging myself to do new things. And this past year, my challenge has been to learn how to start a YouTube channel in order to encourage others. All that to say, there are times when no matter how confident we feel in the person we are, that confidence is gonna fall flat. And that's what it did this weekend for me. We had a wonderful time at my son's house. They are such great hosts and we have so much fun with them. But I did, when we got into some of those conversations, felt very uneducated. My confidence level was not where I like it to be. And I'm telling you this because I'm encouraging you on this YouTube channel to overcome your insecurities and to become a confident person. And I just want you to know that even when you're doing that, and when you become that confident person, there are going to be days when that lack of confidence creeps right back into your mind. But just know it's a passing thing. There are days in our lives, no matter what it is, that we feel on top of the world. And there are days in our lives when we feel like we're at the bottom of the pit. And if you have one of those bottom of the pit days with your confidence, don't let it hold you back. Just know it's a passing thing. And that's the purpose of this particular video, is to just show you that no matter how confident you are, the majority of the time, we're going to wax and wane a little bit on some of those days. So don't give up. Keep working on that confidence, and you will totally enjoy your life. So if you are wanting to gain some confidence, even though I am doing this video about my lack of confidence this week, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below and follow along as I talk about the tips and the stories of my transformation and becoming the confident person that I am on 99% of my days. Tell me where you are on a scale of 1 to 10 with your confidence.